I knew it was coming. I felt it in my bones. Audrey, would you get in here?
All right, Mo, just hold your horses.
We got snow.
Well, Dad Blabbit, is that all?
Remember when snow used to be fun? Out in Colorado. You rode that toboggan pretty good.
Now, don't you get fresh. You haven't even had your morning egg.
Look at them new kids. They're playing in the road. Probably got a snow day. They didn't have snow days when we was kids.
They're off for Christmas break, though they don't call it that anymore.
Well, ain't none of our business. We don't have kids in school no more.
No, but maybe we should.
Okay, what's Ray up to this time?
Acapulco. He won that trip, remember?
He's taking it now?
He's got to by the end of the year. And Maylene called after he went to bed yesterday afternoon.
It was dark when I went to bed. I call that nighttime.
Mo, it was 4 in the afternoon. Anyway, she can't visit this Christmas either. She's got that new job.
Well, that's that then. I told you I don't want you messing around with a bunch of silly decorating stuff this year anyway.
Hey there, Mo. Hi, Audrey. I found a tree for yous.
That's a maple tree, Ted.
That's all I got on my property. You can't make maple syrup from spruce trees. Well, you can, I guess, but it just don't taste right.
Ted, you must be even more confused than usual. Audrey knows we ain't bothering this year.
So, you don't want the tree?
We don't need it, Ted. We don't need maple syrup from spruce trees, and we don't need Christmas.
Now, I know what's bothering you, Mo. You upset about Maylene and Ray.
It don't bother me. It's fine with me if they both want to go jump off a cliff.
Mo!
Well, isn't that what you do in Acapulco?
It was a free trip. And Maylene's got her reasons, too.
Yeah, I heard. She just changed her job. You know, that girl changes jobs more than I change my socks.
Just don't get you all upset. We could do a Zoom call.
Or maybe we should have raised them that way, by remote. Maybe instead of giving them real toys and a silver dollar every Christmas like I got when I was a boy, maybe we should have just given them computer play money.
You mean like Bitcoin?
Well, they can do whatever they want now, and so can we. I'm looking forward to a nice quiet day on the 25th of December.
As opposed to what?
And if we want to liven it up, we can always go to church. Take a flying leap this holiday. Which one it is we cannot even say. There is something, happy whatever. Boy, that fake one's really clever. They even got one from a TV show. Don't you know? You don't say. Just take a flying leap this holiday. Get to Acapulco for a dip. The season's just a reason for a trip. Spend some money on some toys. Chat the girls up and the boys. Just act cool while dishing out the snow. Don't you know? You don't say. Just take a flying leap this holiday. Just take a big fat leap on down. It's good old times hitched out of town. The calendar goes round and round. So take a flying leap this holiday.
Phew. I wish Mo wasn't always throwing out his back. You know, you kids shouldn't be playing in the road.
We used to live in a big city. This is nothing.
Is that right? Well, we do drive slower out here, I suppose. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Audrey.
That was my favorite toy.
And 16 was my favorite birthday, but that's gone too.
You're a mean lady.
And I bake a mean apple pie. Just don't you forget, I was one told you not to go playing in the road.
That was my favorite toy.
Well, maybe Santa Claus will bring you a new toy.
Our parents told us Santa Claus is just a story. They respect us enough not to lie to us about where our presents come from.
Is that right?
And our grandma sends us gift cards so we can get our own toys. She's even older than you.
Well, that takes some doing.
Our parents and her don't get along. Can you keep a secret?
I got a secret cookie recipe handed down by my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-granduncle Jess, and I kept that one pretty good.
My grandma says we should believe in Santa Claus.
Then again, that cookie recipe ain't too tasty. Whiskey don't go with everything, Uncle Jess. We have some good memories, Mo.
I'm just trying to decide what to delete off my cloud storage. We ain't got money to be wasting storing old videos no one even appreciates.
Mo, don't you dare. Those memories are priceless. Or at least worth a couple Bitcoin.
Remember that time we fooled them? They woke up Christmas morning and there was no presents under the tree. I called the police. I told them, looks like we was robbed. Then they found that note from Santa Claus.
I'm sorry, children. I'm leaving this note to explain that I know you must be disappointed, but you didn't make the good list this year.
Oh, Ray sure was upset.
Yeah, but Santa Claus couldn't go through with it. He put the toys in the attic.
Mo, I talked to them new kids in the neighborhood. Do you know their parents told them that Santa Claus isn't real and that they don't want to be telling their children lies?
What other people do is none of our business.
But Mo, what if Maylene and Ray don't think it's important to come home because they think we didn't raise them right?
Now that isn't true, and you know it. Well, nothing's like it used to be, that's for sure.
I remember Christmas when the whole town would light up. I recall the times with us children and grown-ups. I remember Christmas when the cold was not so chilly and the church bells would sing out on a Christmas Eve night. But now things are different. The winter feels colder. When the snow comes, I wonder whether I'll be much older. But I won't forget the laughter, and I will always cherish the love. I remember Christmas, saving for a present to give to a sweetheart, though we couldn't pay the rent. But now I am set in my ways and my fortunes. The season is passing, and my time may come soon, but I can rejoice for a child in a manger so tender and mild. On Christmas, yes, Christmas.
Mo, I thought you said you weren't celebrating Christmas this year.
We're not.
Then why do you have to buy a present for Audrey?
Because she deserves a present.
Well, gosh, I know that. She puts up with you.
Wait, hold everything. I just got a trend alert from Gerald Salente.
Hello, hello, hello. This is Gerald Salente with your latest trends during this not-so-festive time of year. I want to read this letter I got. Listen to this. Dear Gerald, some new kids in my neighborhood say there's no Santa Claus. I know you tell it like it is. What do you think? Signed, Mo. Well, first of all, Mo, I give your parents a lot of credit. It takes a brass set to name a kid Mo in this day and age. Okay, you want to know if there's a Santa Claus? Well, if there is, he hasn't got a chance. The bigs are taking over everything. The nice list is one big club, and you and me and Santa ain't in it. And Christmas? What Christmas? Who's going to supply it? Everything's a mess. The holiday season's going down, and it's going down hard. My advice, little guy, is you better get prepared. But most of all, think for yourself and be what you want. If you want joy and peace in this world, spread it. That's what Santa Claus is. Dig? And one more thing, Mo. Merry Christmas.
Look, Ted, it's not that we don't believe. It's just that we're not going through all the hoopla.
Oh, so you're just not having any fun?
Jesus didn't come into this world to have fun.
No, but some of them songs are pretty catchy. Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Our Savior didn't write that.
Too bad. He could have made some good royalties.
How can you be all out of Blackberry Brandy? Who even drinks this stuff?
Practically no one.
Exactly.
Except for ladies of a certain vintage who generally nurse one bottle for about a year, and their crotchety old husbands all come in right for Christmas. The same idea to get them a new one.
Okay, I'll tell you what. There's got to be a bottle of Blackberry Brandy around here somewhere that you probably forgot about.
Impossible. We have a fully digital inventory system.
Whatever. Look, here's $20 to make yourself scarce while we check around. Chateau Lafitte, Rothschild. Well, all they got around here is a bunch of crap. Ted, what are you doing?
I'm checking the bottles to see if there's any Blackberry Brandy.
You're supposed to be checking to see if there's any Blackberry Brandy bottles. Never mind. Found one.
Good. I was beginning to worry about getting through all these.
Where's Tom, the usual bartender?
He's got the night off. I'm filling in.
Say, did anyone ever tell you you look like a certain beloved mythical holiday figure there?
Why, yes. They also tell me that as the head of a worldwide operation bigger than Amazon, I shouldn't have to hold down a second job. Ho, ho, ho.
Yes, he gives away toys for free, and we expect kids to believe that.
Well, no one ever said St. Nick was aiming to be a mega-billionaire globalist. Wait a minute. Do you live at 15 Elm Street?
How did you know that?
Because you're the one that ruined my wife's Christmas and everything else.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Blackberry Brandy and maple trees and trips to Acapulco and changing jobs like you change your socks.
The man is crazy.
Maybe I am, but I've got something for you in my pocket.
Look, whatever you think I've done, I'm sorry, but I have no idea.
You see this face? They say that's the face of St. Nicholas. Sure, we told our kids about him, because he's just as real as you and me. You ever feel that someone in your life inspired you, so that when you do something, it's 'cause of them? They say that this person went out of his way to make kids happy, and that happiness taught him that gifts come sometimes, even when you don't deserve them. Because there's somebody out there who loves you no matter what. Yeah, that's what me and Audrey told our kids when they got old enough to start asking questions about Santa Claus. There ain't nothing wrong with anyone believing that.
Listen, mister, I respect your right to believe what you want.
Hey, Jingle Bells, how about freshening this up?
My little girl Sammy said she talked to someone. It must have been your wife. Look, I'm sorry if your wife got upset, okay? It wasn't an easy decision for us. My mom, even my wife said maybe we're being just a little too...
Like Grinches? Or shave it. That's another cartoon. Excuse me, I just want to say I've been listening to this hell story. Really? Looks like you were busy chatting that waitress up. That little partridge? I can walk and chew gum at the same time now, can I? But what you said about St. Nick really touched me.
Good old Saint Nick, let's cut this to the quick. We need your help right now. The kids are doubting how you can exist at all to hear and make them talk. God bless the spirits here, no crying in your beer. Good old Saint Nick, please let the good times roll. Good old Santa Claus, let's put the world on pause. Please come in like a thief, it happens all too brief, and then it's 4 a.m. and the same old again. Hey there, Saint Nick, here's to you, old friend. Good old Santa Claus at the 5 and 10. Good old lang syne through the years so kind. Good old Saint Nick, our friend.
Oh my God, what have I done? I feel terrible.
Well, all right, calm down. The man's crazy.
We convinced our kids there's no Santa Claus. It's too late now.
Maybe not. Ted, does Hank McCoy still have that shack out behind his meat freezer?
Sure, he still smokes some deer meat for hunters.
Yep, there's lots of hunters in these parts.
Ho, ho, ho. That reminds me, I've got to go check something in back.
Yep, that freezer in that old shack might be just what we need. Well, what do you think?
I think your explanation of quantum physics and why teleportation is theoretically possible is just awful. But your set design skills are better.
Well, just keep an open mind. How about you there, young feller?
I'm scared.
Well, that's better. And just so's you know, this here's not just a side of beef that someone was too lazy to move. It's an animal carcass, put here by the terrible creature that dwells in this cave. That's right, we still have to get past the Snowbeast.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because he's in the way. Between us and Santa Claus.
Can't we just teleport around him?
You're not gonna make this easy, are you?
And why do Snowbeasts even exist in this mythos of yours? I mean, I get that we are questing heroes, and you're our supposedly wise guide. But if Santa Claus used these quantum portals, why does he even need Snowbeast? It just seems like a Larry contrivance.
Tell me, did you pay good money to see Avengers Endgame?
Yeah.
Well then, sweetheart, you can kindly take your logical objections and shove them...
Honey, I think our wise and cranky teacher is at least implying that Snowbeast exists to, protect the portals from unauthorized access.
Now I'm really scared.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We'd better get moving, or that Snowbeast is gonna show up.
I want to meet him.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you really don't.
Roar! Grumble, grumble! All that kind of stuff.
Ted, I mean Snowbeast, you're eating chicken?
Yeah, I kind of skipped lunch. But chicken isn't my first choice. My first choice is little kids looking for Santa Claus.
Ah, yuck. I can't take it.
Not bad, Ted. Those kids thought you were serious.
Actually, they were probably just grossed out by the chicken. We're vegan.
Well, I see you found Santa Claus.
If you say so. He looks like the bartender at the place my dad goes to.
Nonsense. You got it backwards. Just so happens that the bartender looks like Santa Claus. So there.
Okay, that's even worse than your explanation of quantum physics.
Look, did you tell the man what you want for Christmas?
Yes. Children. Ho, ho, ho. What can I get you?
A Shirley Temple.
I told you, it's no use. They're never gonna believe.
Dad, if you went through all this trouble, hiring this old dude, and the meat eater...
Roar? I didn't take a dime for this. I did it in the spirit of Christmas. But if anyone was to pay me, I'd charge double for you.
Spirit of Christmas, huh? Well, that's not the worst mythos. I'll think about it.
Cool reindeer.
Merry Christmas, Mo.
The good Lord kept us another year. I'd say that's something.
Is that a present I see under the tree?
No, that's a mouse.
Darn it! I put out the mouse traps. I saw one in the basement. I don't know how they get in.
The house is getting old, just like we are. Here. I didn't put it under the tree, 'cause I didn't want you to throw out your back.
Blackberry Brandy.
It's hard to find this time of year.
But you always find it.
And you always drink it.
And you always try to take advantage on Christmas night in front of the fire.
Well, who says we have to wait till then?
Merry Christmas, you lovebirds!
Well, it was getting there before you showed up.
Wait, before you throw me out, at least look at what I got you.
Surprise! Merry Christmas!
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna faint.
Well, look what washed up from Acapulco.
We couldn't stay away, Dad. Give me a hug.
Couldn't stay away. Not for 10 more minutes. That's all it would have took.
Mom, Dad, you gave us so many wonderful Christmases growing up. We figured we owed you one.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Look, Dad, I even got you a souvenir.
Huh. Well, all I know is we couldn't go on vacations just to make whoopee when we was kids.
That's not what you told me in Colorado.
Do me a favor. Pour your mother some Blackberry Brandy.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you and all of your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.